What is up, comic fans?
Oh,
Hello.
Shaka, Crypto Comics Nation.
Yeah.
All right. We are here with Cardell Cole II. Bad, eh? That he is.
Cool
And,
sounding name.
isn't it?
You know what I mean? Like you were destined to be
Thank
a
you.
superhero right off the bat.
Well, superhero or Duke. Make a pretty
Yeah.
badass Duke, you know. The second, obviously,
Hey,
is,
what's up, OTP?
you know what I'm saying? There's some stuff going on. So, Cardell, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What you're about? You know, who are you? Who are you? You mysterious person, you.
Uh, I'm from Detroit. What else can I share? I,
How long you been in comics?
I just started drawing my comic book series in 2016.
Oh,
I mean, but
wow.
I've always wanted to draw. I've always played around with the idea of drawing. I've written so many different storylines. Some of them were stupid. Some of them made a lot of sense. Some of them were just for fun. But at first, there was a lot of fear in me, so I didn't really start until 2006. That was when I felt like I was ready, and I decided to experiment to see if I was ready, and it became what it is now.
Oh, that's awesome. So you had the fear in Detroit. Are you still in Detroit? Where you're in Vegas right now, right? So you live in
Yes.
Vegas now. So you had
Yes.
the fear in Detroit, and then you got over the fear, and you started creating your very own comic. Now you do everything in your comic, right?
Yes.
So
I write it,
yeah,
I draw it,
everything.
I ink it, everything.
Yeah, which is incredible. Which is incredible. I'm just going to
Thank
kind
you.
of give people a little understanding of what we're talking about here. This is Top Two, everybody. Cardell Cole is the creator of Top Two. It's a fantastic kind of like it's cool. I like where you got your motivation from for this particular story, kind of like Naruto, Bleach.
Yep. Yep.
I think it's One Piece or something like that. My
One
boy watches.
Punch. One Punch
Oh,
Man.
there's
Oh
One
yeah.
Punch. There's
And One
One
Piece.
Piece, which is that
Yes.
pirate one. I watched a couple of those
Yes.
episodes with my boy. I'm just like, oh man, this is crazy.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Daryl?
Man, chat's going on fire, man. What's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
So
yeah, Cardell's like so smooth about everything.
I know, right? I know. It's like, tell us about yourself. Well, what is there to tell, really? So going into Top Two, I would like to showcase. So the first comic that you did, that one's in color. Did you do the color as well?
Yes. As a as a matter of fact, the very first one I did was a intro. The intro is not added on to Crypto Comics, but it's on my webpage.
Oh, right on.
The main reason for the intro, well, the intro wasn't even the intro at first. It was just, it was just a little project. I wanted to prove to myself that I could draw my own comic book, and
Nice.
so
this was your first attempt.
Yes, and
Oh,
so it was like a 10-page. It was supposed to be a 10-page comic, but I ended up dividing it into different parts. So it's a 30-page, 3-part intro, which explains how the two main characters, the two protagonists, became best friends and became like brothers in arms.
That's Ko and Michael, right?
Yes. And so yeah,
cool.
It pretty much tells the story from the perspective of their fathers, who at that time were the leaders of their branches. So
okay. Oh, okay. So it's their father. It's Ko's and Michael's father that it starts out with.
yeah, this is being told from their perspective.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But But the comic books in the comic book, well, in the intro, it pretty much shows their first battle because, like, in my comic book, there's called a Guardian Challenge, and what a Guardian Challenge is a Guardian from one branch or two same branch, they can challenge each other either to settle a dispute or just the strongest, and they fight in the Coliseum with a bunch of other people watching them fight. And so in this particular intro, it was Cole and Michael. It was their first Guardian challenge against each other.
And that's only on your website that you can get this?
Yeah, that you can read that one.
Oh, yeah, I see. See what he's doing, Fry? He's tempting us to go to his website. Oh my gosh.
And you see that started as just a like little fun thing I was doing, but that I like the story where the story was going so much that became what it is now.
It became all the groundwork. Yeah,
it became a huge thing.
Now, it is very huge. I was really excited to actually get to read episode 5. You got that finished, and man, it is really starting to develop. But there's a lot of characters that are starting to appear. The branches are you're starting to get a sense of, how the branches, kind of what they're, not so much what they're responsible for, but how they're looked at in the pecking order, Like I got the feeling that Reaper branch and the Valkyrie branch they're kind of like the bad A's. They're like, we don't talk. We're going to just kick your butt if you don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And which is that I love how much the story has just grown. I'm really
Amy Fraser in chat with that's what she said.
Oh right. Oh my heck, that's always what she do. Oh,
gotta throw that out,
right? Yeah. So what? Where when you started doing this was just to prove to yourself that you could do it. Like that was where you started at. It was just like, I'm going to challenge myself to do 1 page a month type thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was.
How many jobs do you have right now?
Just one. I work full time. I work full time at Best Buy.
Oh, right on.
I'm starting to develop a small income on Patreon. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go to any Comic Cons because all of them have been getting canceled. So I am looking forward to Couch Con because that'll be a way for me.
Yeah,
Cardell is awesome. It's going to be Couch Con on
just
ice.
To let everyone know, Jared, we're set to announce that on Monday. So...
Yes. Oh, but what? That CouchCon might be happening December.
Yeah, Jared. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
That's well, hey, man. When you have great talent showing up to an awesome event that's supposed to be a surprise, who can keep the lid on something?
Y'all make my job real easy. Let me tell you.
Just edit it out, Fry. Just edit it out. David won't see it.
It's a live stream.
I didn't say the date though, so I'll
we never said nothing about no date.
I mean, it's okay. We went into this enough, so yeah. Let's change the subject here real quick.
Which is fantastic. Cardell. I'm glad that you're going to be participating. I think it's awesome.
Going into chat, even chat notices what's going on in the real world here.
Whoa, house! I see house.
I mean, it's already said and done. Let's just run with it.
I'm sorry, Fry.
It's done.
Yeah,
so
this is what I do, Cardell. I let him down. He's like, Jared, I've got this plan. It's gonna be super exciting. We're gonna do this super awesome thing. And I'm like, okay, Fry. And then we go somewhere, and I'm like, hey, blah 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 blah. He's like,
Cardell, he was talking to me at 3 a.m. last night while I was making the banners to do the announcement.
What? That wasn't me.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, we won't need that tomorrow. Like, go ahead and go to sleep. I need you fresh and rejuvenated for Spotlight." He says,
"He's ready to go."
About it, Fry. I'm just like, "Oh, okay, I'll get some sleep." So, guess what? Banners aren't ready to show off right now. Stream while you guys are making announcements.
I'm sorry.
Definitely ready to go.
You're not even sorry, Jared.
Dude, I'm so sorry. Cardell, am I not looking sorry?
Oh yeah, I think he's sorry.
See?
But
Boom,
yeah.
right there. Cardell backed me up, dude.
So we will be making a formal announcement this next week. But yes, Cardell is
Super
going to
cool
be
things are
esteemed
happening
guest.
in the winter of 2020.
Yep.
Which
And
is good.
we can't
Which is
wait for
good. Where did you get your fighting style and your drawing and stuff? Like what
Good subject change. Mess back pedal.
What you talking about, Brian? What you talking about?
Like, what do you mean? Like, where did I get my fighting style?
Well, just with the way you have the motions and stuff like that, like a really cool like right here.
What is it you called it the other day, Jared? Explain it the way that you explained it to me the other day. The whoosh. How did you learn to do the whoosh sound?
The
like
whoosh.
The
wah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like and you see the motions and you just know that's what's happening. It's like old school freaking ninja shows. You know what I'm talking about? Where they cut screen and everything.
Could you do that for us again? One more time, please.
Yeah, just a second. We're like see how fast I am? The camera can't even keep up with me. It's like, you know, I'm pulling out some Joe Rogan shiz, you know.
Okay.
No, I don't really know MMA. I'm just kidding.
Jared, our CEO, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not that good at it, but no, really, honestly, the way that you depict your fight scenes, I really liked it because you have a lot of motion and not, you know, a fight scene told in just a few frames generally to me is really hard, and you use a little bit more frame and you give a little bit more action to each movement, which I really like. I was just wondering if there was something that you
I'm happy to hear that. I usually, well, a lot of my action scene ideas come from because like I said, I am a big manga fan, but at the same time, I'll let you in on a little secret. I use a lot of reference, and as an example, I usually do these poses myself and take pictures of myself in these poses so that I can learn how to draw them better in the comic book.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, Matt was Matt did an educational on something like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I can't
we have a video of Matt doing it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You got to go check it out, everybody.
Yeah, I do. I use a lot of reference, and that's why it has the look it does.
Yeah, I love this with the boy where he breaks into his freak because basically he goes rage on him. That's awesome. He loses control while in inheritance state. And freaking, but I like how the dad breaks through because you see the fingers approaching the head, and then you break through the green because you don't see the green at the first, which is really cool. So you know that he's kind of surrounded by some kind of aura, if you will.
Yeah,
and that was excellent, just excellent.
Digital Dwight on YouTube says, "I'm a poser too."
Oh, serious?
Cool.
Dwight. What is he posing
as? Very nice.
What is he posing as? That's what I want to know.
He poses with his breakfast. I think it's pretty rad.
Oh, actually, you're right. I've seen those.
The Digital Dwight breakfast selfies. We've spoken about this before on the show. They're very fantastic. Very fancy.
Oh, check it out. I got a link right here in your comic book.
Yep.
And did you put that in there for me?
Oh, that
I generally always add them.
Seems so unscripted, Jared.
What are you talking about? Boom. That's how you navigate around, man. You got to have ways to actually be able to showcase your stuff. And Cardell Cole, I mean, really is pretty incredible in the way that you do things, Cardell. I really like how you're going about it. Right now, you're really trying to build that fan base, and I just want to give you props. You know, you're putting your stuff out there. You got 5 awesome issues, and the only way that you're paying for it, as I understand it, is Patreon, right? You kind of
pretty much.
So explain to everybody how your program works. You actually allow people to view the comics on Crypto Comics if they join through your profile page. But you also allow them to see it on your website, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So what's the draw to Patreon?
Well, the first 5 issues are free to read on my webpage. For joining Crypto Comics, I'm really looking forward, and I'm really excited about when Crypto Comics does become open, because then you'll be able to get the digital copy for issues 1 through 5 for $1. Specifically because if you could read them for free, then it makes sense that you would be able to own them for a discount compared to the other issues. As far as the Patreon goes, there's quite a bit of rewards you can get on Patreon. I usually encourage people to do the $2 patronage first, because if you're a little skittish about Patreon, or if you don't understand Patreon, or you're not sure, if you think that, oh, well, what if I go on there and I spend this money and then I don't like anything? Well, $2 is a very small risk. So I usually promote the $2 patronage, which that pretty much gets you a special acknowledgement in the next issue. Like, so if I'm working on issue 6 and you become a $2 patron, I will put your name on issue number 6 to give you acknowledgement for being a patron. You get to see all sneak peek work. You get to see exclusive work. What else? You get to read every issue for free, even after issue 5, because after issue 5, no more issues will be posted on the on my webpage to read for free. So following issue 5, all of those issues you'll have to pay for. But if you were a $2 patron, you could just continue to read every issue for free.
So these special things right here, like in this front cover of issue number 2, these are the special announcement that you're talking about. That's awesome.
Yes, those are the people who became patrons. And then, like, I've kind of changed it so the list of people will be on the back page from now on. So yeah, that's
very cool.
Special acknowledgement. You get like I say, you get a multitude of other rewards for the $2 patronage, which is pretty awesome. There's a lot of stuff posted up there even now. So if you became a $2 patron now, you can go and look at everything that I've posted so far. Like all the and the best part is, like, a lot of the exclusive work is character designs. You get to see how I design my characters, how they look when I design them, my newer methods, like as I grow in designing them.
House Lorbridge on YouTube says that's a rad Patreon benefit. It's pretty cool. It's one of the more original ones I've ever heard of.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I really like how you're doing your program, Cardell. It's
cool.
really fantastic. And everyone, I encourage you, if you have the opportunity, check out Cardell Cole on Patreon. Check out what he's doing, and if you can spare, man, help this guy out, because his comic is fantastic. I mean, if you don't have the opportunity, if you haven't joined up into Crypto Comics Marketplace yet, go to his profile page, sign up for an account, and check out these comics. I mean, the story is really, really good, and Cardell has a really great way of leaving it on a cliffhanger, just like soap operas, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so perfect. You're like, what's gonna wait a minute, what? Oh, it's over. Oh man, it happened to me like in I think 2 and 3. Like I was reading and I got so entrenched in the story, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm to the end. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta look at
Yeah.
We are still waiting on 6. Right.
Oh yeah. That's the one I'm working on now.
Finish it faster. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah,
no pressure. No pressure, Cardell. No pressure. Just saying, if you could put a rush on it, we would greatly appreciate it.
I mean,
When did you come out with number 5?
Oh,
because when we first did a spotlight with you way back in the beginning, when we didn't know anything and everything was like totally horrendous.
When Jared didn't know anything, but everything looked really good.
Hey, Fry. We said we weren't going to say that on live TV.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think I think at that time I had 1 through 3 up, and I was working on 4.
No, I think I got to read 4 because I remembered 4.
4 had just completed on the last.
Yeah, I think you had just barely finished 4 because I remember being able to read 4, and man, it was just you're just like I was dying for number 5. I was like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
There's so many loose ends.
Yeah.
And the ball of yarn got bigger. It was so great. Like number 5 really just grew the whole plot and everything. And now you're just like, oh man, there's a lot of people involved in this. It is quite large. Like how big of a story arc do you plan to go?
Oh
like
God,
a 500 series or something?
This is going to be a lot of issues. It's going to be a lot of issues. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. It's going to be like probably 5 different arcs. So it's going to be
Oh wow.
It's going to be pretty big.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love your color. I love where you do color, like your front and back covers. They're so freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Freaking awesome. I love that. Keeping those color, it just really gives a sense of what the characters are looking like in the story. I know the black and white. You get it out faster, and I know that people don't have a good attention span, so you've got to get it out faster to keep people interested in all that stuff. But man, I really dig your coloring. I think it always came out great. I mean, it looks really good.
Now, you had mentioned that you had thoughts about coloring the whole book as well.
Yeah.
Are you still thinking about doing that?
Oh yeah, I did say that. Well, originally it was supposed to be a color, just all color. But it unfortunately, where I'm at now, with a full-time job and everything, and it's kind of difficult to get it out as fast as I want because it would take a lot longer to get done because that's a lot of extra work. So I originally went to my patrons and I was like, okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think it would look good in color, or you want me to continue color? Or do you think it'll look good in black and white? And a lot of them was like, black and white's awesome. And they was like, if that will help you get it out faster, go for it. So I was like, all right. And so
it's because they want book 6 as well, Cardell.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Now don't be holding it up. Do not be holding up the story. That's when you know you got a real winner story, man. Is it when people are like, the color's great and all, but don't hold up the story, please.
Yeah,
We got to know what's going to happen next.
And so, what I decided that I was going to eventually do, and this is part of the reason why I made a Patreon, because the sooner I can reach my goal and become a full-time illustrator, the sooner I can start releasing special colored editions. And I can start coloring each and every one. And so, yeah.
Great point.
Yeah. So did you think much on putting a soundtrack to these at all yet? Have you thought about it?
I wouldn't even know how to go about putting a soundtrack on them.
I can't remember those. The Yoshido brothers. Check out the Yoshido brothers. They would be awesome soundtrack to your books.
Would be. Let me back up real quick here, guys, just so I can make sure we're staying caught up in chat. Digital Dwight a while ago had said #Breakfy. I think he's just trying to use that hashtag anywhere that he possibly can.
What is it? Breakfy?
Breakfy. His breakfast selfies.
I didn't put that together.
Yeah. Wow. So Rose Kirby on YouTube says DC Fandom 15 hours time. Which verse are you doing? I'm hoping it'll be on here. We are planning on showing it. I'm not sure if we're going to show the whole thing like we did on the last one. But yeah, we'll definitely be on tomorrow.
15 hours this time?
For a little part of it. It's 15 hours from now.
Gotcha.
I think the stream's 8 hours again, if I remember right.
You and Matt jumping on there? You gonna tear it up?
We're planning on having some fun with it, but we gotta hope for another
Trash fandom.
We gotta hope for another Alfred moment, man. That stuff's too funny.
Oh my gosh.
Once again, House Lorbridge on YouTube, it said that's a rad patron benefit, and it really is, man. It's I
I
don't
like
think
how
enough
you're
credit
doing your
gets
Patreon.
put there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jason on Facebook says, "Hey guys, what's up, Jason? How's it going?" And O2GDA put a bunch of lols because
I wonder what they'd be laughing at. Probably your face, Fry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's probably exactly that. Mom always said I had a perfect
No.
face for radio.
Really?
Dominic on Facebook says, "Sorry, I'm late. I'm here now. Don't do it again."
Oh,
Dominic.
thank you, Dominic. We were stressed, right,
Don't
Cardell?
do it again.
Like, we were worried about this. We were like, where the hell is he, man?
I know, right? When we get on,
Whew. Yeah, I was scared.
go down the
I was
checklist.
scared.
Where's Dominic? Oh God,
Yeah, I'm glad to
Freaking out,
see so
dude.
many people on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
Heck
getting the
yeah.
regulars,
Well, that's
man.
because we're with Cardell. Dude, your stuff is awesome. Thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is so awesome. Everything you put forward. The fact that you've got 5 comic books out, and they're awesome. Like, they're really,
Thank you.
really good.
Thank you.
And that you do everything. I mean, it just every time I think about that, I'm like, oh, whoa, you got to be kidding me.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's very good stuff. Very
Yeah.
good stuff. And remember, chat, if you guys have any questions for Cardell, make sure you throw it up in the chat. Make sure we ask him.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be
Always more
sure to
fun.
ask him because you can learn a lot from this man. He knows what's up. Check out. So I'm in number 5 right now. So this is his newest. But I just wanted to give a quick view of the black and white. Your style is real sketchy. And I love that. I freaking love it.
Yep. I've always loved the sketchy style.
Yeah,
That is
it
very
really.
cool.
Yeah, it really gives it a almost like it's a static. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can tell when scenes are like there's friction going on because of that sketchy. I freaking love that style. I love that.
I'm going to make a note on a couple of things. Cardell has got some of the best architecture I've seen in a comic as well. Those lines are
Thank you.
perfect. Every time you have a building, those lines are just straight as can be. And then on top of that, you've got a very interesting panel layout. In fact,
I like
you rarely see you use even the same 2 panel layouts on 2 different pages, let alone, kind of stick to any type of standard format. How is it you come up with that? Or is that just kind of going along with the story and what you feel like makes work for the page?
How do I? Because I mean, usually map it out and decide how many panels I want per page. Like I said, I'm a big fan of manga, and maybe that would also explain how I be coming up with the panels that I come up with. But I generally just think about the positions I want characters to be in, where the characters will be, and I just pretty much just have fun with it. So it's other than that, I can't really explain how I come up with this.
No, that's really cool because I love the way your panels go. It's generally speaking, there's times when I'll be into a comic and I'll kind of like, oh, how do I which way is the story supposed to go? Am I reading these out of sequence? And with your comics, I find that that's maybe happened to me like once, maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, everything flows really, really nice, and you can stick with the story, which to me is kind of important because you can tell when the bubbles get out of alignment, if you will.
Yeah.
And you're reading something, all of a sudden you're going, wait, what the hell? And then you go back a little bit, and you're like, oh, okay, I know what. It's like you almost like, oh my god, oh sorry about that.
Real quick here. We got a question from chat, guys, on YouTube. House Lorbridge says, "What is your favorite part of the creative process?"
Yeah, for somebody who does it all, Cardell, come on, man. What's your favorite? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I would say I have to start off with the most frustrating.
Kind of like taking bad news first.
The most frustrating is trying to find out exactly how I want everything placed in a panel. That is the most frustrating because I'll be sitting there trying to think of exactly how to draw a certain scene. And I'm like, okay, no, I want it this way. So then I'll try it that way. And now I'm like, no, that don't look right. Now I have to keep going over to try to make it look exactly how I want it to look. Because to a certain extent, I am a perfectionist to a certain extent,
I
but
never would have
not
guessed.
completely. Yeah, you wouldn't because of how my style looks. But if I have a certain focus in mind that I want, I'll try my best to get it exactly how I want it. And it frustrates the hell out of me sometimes because I'll be trying to get it exactly how I want it. But I'll say my favorite part of the creative process is actually drawing it. Actually drawing the stuff out. That's my favorite part. And the reason why is because once I finish drawing it out, especially when it's something that's frustrating or difficult, after I'm done, I look at it and I'll be like, "Oh my God, that is awesome!" I actually make myself proud, and I feel like I accomplished something that I didn't think I was going to be able to accomplish. Like I said, there was a lot of fear in me at first when I first started this.
Right.
So
Right.
every time I accomplish something, it makes me feel amazing.
Oh, that is so
So
freaking awesome, dude.
so yeah, that's literally the best part is actually drawing something and seeing how it looks afterwards.
Okay, I got a challenge for you then, Cardell. You are
I am
the
interested in
only
this.
creator who we did a giveaway with at FanX that has not done a T-shirt with me yet. You
Dude,
are
that's
it.
right, man. That's right. Cardell Cole gave us some bad A. See this right here? See
Yeah,
this right
Jared
here?
stole one. That's right,
I
ladies and
stole
gentlemen.
one from Joe. I stole one from Joe.
I don't even have one.
I know.
See, I would
this one's
love to go
promised.
about doing a T-shirt. Like how
Mhm.
we go
Oh,
about
we're
doing
gonna
it.
do a T-shirt. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a T-shirt. We're doing a top 2 T-shirt. Now, what kind of top 2 T-shirt, Fry?
Well, I don't know. Let's do
Gotta
this.
be.
Cardell,
I'm thinking character. I'm thinking like,
yeah.
or
like the
maybe,
character idea.
or maybe even top 2. Like go to his go back real fast.
I actually have a T-shirt design already ready. I just haven't.
Oh, it's on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
What? Wait,
We are gonna get together.
I had a really cool idea, man. You
Well, he's
guys
already got a
ruined me.
design.
I would, but fine, whatever.
What was your idea?
Thank you, Cardell. You're so awesome. So my idea
I'm about to remove him from the chat.
Shut your face.
I'm kidding. Okay, what is it?
Okay. So go back to share screen real quick. Here, let me add this real quick. Boom. All right. Oh, whoops, I removed it. Okay. So this right here is the front of the shirt, right here, the top 2, but all the fracture goes all the way around the shirt except for the sleeves.
Cannot do that.
Oh, never mind then. That was a bad idea. I don't even know why.
We're limited based on the print process that we do.
Yeah.
That way we can order them per winner. So we are limited to the amount of real estate that we can use on the front of the shirt. So it's a great idea.
Thank you.
If we did a large batch, we can make that.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that look cool? Awesome. Okay, see, I'm kind of an artist, guys.
Here's what we'll do. We're gonna come up with a shirt. We'll figure this out sometime before next week. So no huge rush, Cardell. But we will get the shirt together before the previously accidentally leaked convention.
What? Wait a minute. There's a convention coming up, Fry?
Oh, right.
Oh my heck! What is
it? You try to play it off.
Have you heard of this, Cardell? I never said nothing to you, right? Right?
So let's do this.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Boom! You don't know what you're talking about, Fry?
Right now we have 2 questions in chat that I think are really very good questions for Cardell. So both of those questions, we're going to send you a T-shirt. So the first one was one that we just asked. So Lorebridge, you get a shirt.
Yes, I think that was a great.
I can't pull it up on the screen because as you just heard, we don't have it yet. So I'm going to make the shirt and then we send it out.
Oh, I want to know what your idea is. I want to know what your idea is, Cardell. Do you have an example of something or something?
Well, he said he's already got one written up, but it's probably not ready to show on stream.
I know.
I mean, I have it. I can bring it up if y'all want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring it up.
You think we're going to say no?
Hello.
Forget who you're talking to.
I have something awesome to show you if you want me to, but no pressure.
All right, just got to get in on here.
So now, while you're pulling that up, Cardell, I'm going to pull up this secondary question. We're going to send a shirt for this one too. Rose on YouTube. Congratulations. You won a shirt for this one. Rose put, I wish I could see like everybody. Would you ever do an audio comic? Now, the reason that Rose is asking this, just to give you a tiny bit of background, we know this because Rose watches quite a few of the streams. Thank you again, Rose, for that.
You are awesome. We love you.
Yeah, and Rose has a difficult time seeing, but she is very into comics, so it makes it difficult for her to
read. How would I go about doing an audio comic?
Oh, well, let me tell you. So it just so happens that Crypto Comics Marketplace has an audio feature. You know how I was telling you should put a soundtrack into your comics?
Yeah.
Well, that's version 2 of your comic. Version 3 of your comic, you could actually do a narration. You could totally narrate your comic with voice actor and everything and set it to the pages, and it's pretty awesome. Like, the tech is already there.
And we have a pretty
yeah.
sick female voice actor already on staff.
Yeah.
Who's got a couple of books.
Yeah, she if you check out
up and running.
if you buy Frantic Froggy or Snell the Snail, they're both narrated by Gypsy Leaf, and it's really fantastic. It is an incredible enhancement to the comic book experience, in my personal opinion.
Shout out to Gypsy Leaf.
Heck yeah, it's fantastic. So you could literally do voiceover of your characters, and here's the thing. Here's the cool thing is you have the versions that you have now, and you're selling those, right? And then you do a version with the soundtrack, and you're selling that for a different price. But then you do the version with the narration, and that's a third option in the marketplace that you can be selling your comic books. So that you can be selling your comic book for. So the beautiful thing is the production of the comic. Now you have multiple ways to sell that comic. You can actually profit off of that one production level multiple different ways, which is really quite
and all
nice.
Of them remain exclusive. Or
yes,
excuse me, not exclusive, limited.
Oh my god.
Limited.
I ought to smack you.
Well, what I mean is they're exclusive from one another, meaning that if someone buys one that's got the narration, I mean, it's entirely up to you if you want to include, those other options to it. It's its own entity, just like if it was its own comic.
Yeah, it's a completely different book. Fry is bringing up a very, very good point. I was just messing around beating him, but he's bringing up an extremely important aspect. You have one comic, okay, and the problem is you're selling that one comic, and so. Yeah. So all the production that went into that, you're only going to recoup those costs and make those profits based off that one sale, right? You only have that one comic book to sell. What we're talking about is having the same production, but you have multiple avenues of ways to sell. So you have this book as they are now. You have this book with a soundtrack. You have this book with a narration. You have this book with GIFs. You have this book with video. I mean, you could have of the one comic of issue 1, that one comic, you could have 6 or 5 different sales. 6 different sales.
Think about it like a variant cover, Cardell. Other than it's actually additional technology that's actually interesting to people rather than other covers that not so interesting usually.
That's interesting. Okay.
So if the question was
Dominic nailed it.
Would you
Dominic nailed it on the head, dude.
The question was from Rose, would you ever be interested in doing an audio comic?
Yeah, I would actually.
Cool. So now we know, Rose.
There you go, Rose.
Okay.
We got another one.
Secondary question from Rose. What about a block poster? It's 4 or 6 pictures. I am not sure. I think she's talking about like the large scale print. Is that what she means?
I'm not sure. Is she talking about giveaways? Is she talking about Cardell doing one? Is she talking about maybe he should have a poster in his Patreon, maybe?
Could be. Rose, let us know what you meant by that. House Lorebridge with the, I don't know what this emoji would be called, the starry-eyed smiley face.
Man, she's starstruck. House, so awesome. What?
Jason says, bring it up. So we want to see this t-shirt design.
We do. Have we gotten there? Oh, check it. Oh, dude.
I don't know if you can see it that well.
Oh, okay. Right there. Now, just up. Oh, dude.
I am going to have fun with this one.
Yes, you are. That looks awesome, dude.
Crypto Comics
gonna
Matt says, I want to win a shirt. He
Are
doesn't
you,
get to win a shirt.
Are you going to do a black and white, or are you going to fill it in with color, Cardell?
I could actually do both.
We can do whichever you'd like.
But however you do it, you just let us know.
Let's see. And Jared Dominic on Facebook says, so Jared, I think, profiting multiple different ways. You mean like the number of times Bethesda sold me Skyrim?
And like I said, he hit it on the nail. Oh, boom. Several different ways to sell the same thing.
Dude, I'm so guilty of this, you guys. You
What?
have no idea.
What?
You know how many times I've bought Skyrim?
No.
Ridiculous.
Why would you keep buying Skyrim?
I've got 3 copies for PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Nintendo Switch.
Do they all have different stuff that they offer or something?
Not really.
Oh.
I'm the moron that bought Horse Armor.
Oh.
People will know. People will know what I'm saying. I'm the reason Bethesda is evil now.
Oh, are you serious?
Rose says, do you realize I live in the UK? Yes, we do, Rose. So
Rose, that is A-OK with us. We love the UK. A-OK. We love the UK. A-OK.
Yeah. Just remember that that changes up shipping a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it does make
there'll be a little bit of a delay. And we apologize about that, but we will send it as fast as
have you sign your name away or something like that. They'll be like, sign here.
Matt Russell on Facebook says, Rose rocks. It's very true.
We all agree.
Jason on Facebook says, Amy Fraser is awesome. That's true. Amy Fraser. We're just talking about Gypsy Leaf. The one and the same. Matt Russell says, Cardell rocks. That's a badass design. Love it.
Thank you.
That is very cool.
Thank you.
That is really cool. I like that shirt design.
Jason on Facebook says, that is fire, with a little fire emoji. You know,
although I am gonna say, I think some of your character poses, some of your characters with character poses, I think it's Tumbo. Is he the one with the? Is he the one with that piercing right here?
Yeah,
and the piercings right here, and all the piercings everywhere.
Yep.
That guy, fully colored on a shirt in some kind of bad A stance or in some kind of like a strike move would be awesome.
Would be cool.
I'm putting that out there, Cardell.
Matt Russell says, I say leave it in black and white to make it stand out more. I could actually.
Okay. I can agree with that. It would look good on a black shirt.
Jason says, or Rockstar with GTA 5. Also true. Hey, speaking of the devil, Amy Fraser says, thank you. That's funny. That's funny because there's probably one of the first comments she's ever put that wasn't, that's what she said.
Hey, you're right. Look at that, dude.
She said it earlier.
We are breaking down barriers. Look at that. Woohoo! Welcome to the dark side, Amy.
Rose Kirby says it's 4 pictures all on one poster. I'll have to look into that. We don't currently do anything like that. We do have a couple of creators that offer prints as giveaway swag that is sent out.
Mainly for conventions, not that we're mentioning any.
Yeah.
That are cold.
You guys are killing me.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? So let's get back real fast to Patreon. I really want to touch base with that one more time. Just make sure that everybody can see. 1 second. Cardell's Patreon. Guys, if you have the chance, if you have the opportunity, support Cardell. Help this guy keep going. This is a real independent creator, and this is what this is all about. Supporting the independent creators, helping people make great comic books for us to enjoy. And trust me, Top 2 is a great comic book. It's fun. It's a real fun read. You really get drawn into it. The scenes are really put well together, just like Fry was mentioning, the way that he does, and now it's funny because that's what he asked you about, Cardell. He's like, oh, what do you like? He's like, well, the most frustrating part is actually what you were talking about. I'm like, which really speaks of your devotion. You know what I mean? To go through that frustration has really, really paid off. I love.
Thank you.
Stages. And I like that they're not the same. I like that you add that variety and variance, and you really let the frames be dictated by the way the story is moving, how it needs to be
Yep.
told. I love how you break it up when you're showing multiple characters in the same situation, kind of having a how are they reacting to the information that they've received, and it'll be frame. I love that. I love it. Freaking top notch, top shelf.
And on top of that, with the Patreon information, just so that everybody's aware, Cardell here is actively giving away his comic book on his site. I mean, you can go to Crypto Comics, you can read everything. You can go onto his own site and read everything. He's just really trying to, do his best to get the word out there and just kind of he's doing comics because he loves comics. And he's making a friggin' great comic book series. I mean, really, really, really good. So if you do want to support him, Patreon is a great way. And as we were talking about earlier, and as Cardell was mentioning, he's got a $2 a month entry level on that. I mean, that's a cup of coffee. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I won't play a Sarah McLachlan song
buddy.
or anything.
Have you drank at Starbucks, dude?
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's like way cheaper than a cup of coffee.
And it's one of those things where you're supporting the creator. He's gonna throw your name in the book for doing it. I mean,
which is awesome.
You don't see creators that are really putting it out for the fans like this nearly as much as Cardell does. So my hat's off to you, man. That's a really cool.
Which it's been a total. I mean, talk about luck, blessing, however you want to phrase it. It has been awesome that Cardell actually has come in and worked with us. He was
very helpful.
He was one of the early birds. And he was so nice and so cool. It was really helpful for me because I was like, hey man, I'm doing this thing, and he's like, oh, this sounds amazing. Here's a couple of books, and we're just like, whoa, yes, awesome.
Yep.
Then we started looking at him. We're like, oh wow, who do you work with? And he's like, oh, I do it all myself. We're like, what?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cardell. I thought that was a lie.
Right? I remember that, right?
I did. I flat out. I was like, we need to check into this guy because I feel like I don't know that he did all this himself.
I remember.
We need to make sure.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, I don't want like a writer or an artist coming out of nowhere and be like, hey, I worked on this book too, and.
I'm like, no, man. I'm pretty sure he told me that he made it all himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know about that. That's a pretty high quality production, Jared. You better check your sources. Use research. I remember y'all freaking. I was like,
what do you mean he doesn't sell this? Let's get this figured out. What's going on here?
How is this even possible?
The funny thing is, me and my cousin, we went to a Comic-Con because my cousin, he also likes to draw, and we were speaking to a professional artist, and I was like, I asked him, I said, would you mind looking at my work and giving me a quick critique? So he looked at my work, and he was like, he looked at me, he looked at my work, and he's like, to be honest, this is much better than I thought it was going to be. And he's like, and he gave me some really good criticism. He's like, try to use background space a lot more so you can let the reader know where the characters are, and I was like, nice. Thank you. He gave me some really good constructive criticism.
Who was
so, yeah, it was I can't remember his name, but I remember I bought a few of his comic books. They're at home right now. I'm at my sister's house because spending time with my mom because she just flew back in. So, but
we gotta say hi to mom earlier. We were like, hi, Cardell's mom. Yeah. It was great.
She didn't say hi back.
No, she did. She just couldn't hear y'all because I got these.
Remember, I was like, all thought I was being awesome, and then Cardell was like, "Who are you talking to, dude?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on speaker."
Let me catch up on chat here real quick. Jason on Facebook says, "Thank you for my Crypto Comics t-shirt." You're welcome. Jason.
Oh, right on, Jason. You got your shirt. See, we deliver, Cardell. We deliver.
Yep.
Matt on Facebook says, where can I buy physical copies of the series?
Ha! That's the magic question right there.
So you got an answer to the magic question? You gonna be able to pull a magic trick right here?
I've already did a lot of thinking about this. The digital, the what's the word I'm looking for? The
floppy?
The individual series, the individual issue one, the individual issues. The individual issues will be digital only right now.
Okay.
But the all volumes will be printed. All volumes.
So you're going to do like, are you going to do volume packets where they can get like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah, it's going. Yep.
Or
it's
is it
going to be a volume.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the volume package.
Nice.
The individual issues will be digital only. That may change in the future. It all depends. I'm trying
so
to
actually do like a graphic novel type.
Yeah.
So you're going to put a bunch, like, so it's like 100-page book versus a 30-page book.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, beautiful. That's a good idea.
And so like that's one of the questions I really like hearing so that I could give the answer. Thanks a lot, Matt. But yeah, it all depends on when. I have no doubt that it'll be a successful series. It just all depends on how quickly it does, on whether, on when, not whether, but when I start printing single issues.
Verbiage change, dude. Way to stay positive.
But right now, as it stands, all volumes will be printed.
Nice. Very nice.
Even and as my fan base grows, I'm considering even doing a Kickstarter, which
awesome.
I want to do a lot of research, and I know that there's other creators on Crypto Comics who have had successful ones, and I want to talk to them more so I know what to prepare for.
I can definitely get you a hold of somebody who can really give you understanding and possibly someone to work with. Gemma Young is a pro when it comes to Kickstarter. She's incredible. She is incredible.
Yeah, and that would be awesome. But regardless of when I do the Kickstarter, like I said, the volumes will be printed though. So
that's gonna be great.
So freaking cool. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel bad that it's mainly in digital, because anybody out there who hasn't gone in and actually gotten a sign up through Cardell and joined the marketplace for free comics to check out this awesome series, you guys, you don't know what you're missing. The reader is looking fantastic. I don't know if Fry mentioned this, but the reader has been updated. Have you seen the new reader and the way that it projects your comic, Cardell?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't that look fantastic?
Yeah, it does.
It really is coming along. So please, guys, go to cryptocomix.com/u/CSC2_comics.
Yep, it's in the chat right now.
Yes, it is. It's actually going right underneath the screen there. Join the marketplace. This is one great way to support Cardell. You can leave reviews of his comics, and which really helps out the creators. It gives them drive. It gives them, just inspiration. It gives them the feeling to, keep pushing on, because just from personal experience, I know what it's like to have a lot of jobs in order to be able to do one thing you like. And what you creators go through is just, it's admirable. The sacrifice that you make. I mean, you're working a full-time job, plus you're kicking out comics, and you're doing all of the aspects of it, which is insane when you think about it. And it looks incredible. The storyline is fantastic. I love the cliffhangers. I love how I like how you take it to the edge with the scenes, and you want to know what's happening next, and then all of a sudden you're there doing a little skit of yourself talking about the story. I'm like, oh my gosh, and it starts to get fun. So you're like, intense. Oh my gosh, what's happening next? Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. People are totally being mean to people. This seems like our government of today. What's going on here? And then all of a sudden you're sitting there kind of like, hey guys, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? This is great. It's a total change in momentum. I loved it.
So Matt Russell on Facebook says, don't forget that, he's referring to Patreon here. Don't forget that you can become a character in the comics as well. That is one of
the $70 per month
Patreon levels.
It's $50. It's a one-time thing though. So it's and usually I will remind you, if you become a $50 patron, I need to get certain information from you so I can create your character as perfectly to you as possible. It has to fit to you perfectly. And afterwards, I will remind you a week later to either cancel if you don't want to be a patron anymore or downgrade to something else, because that is a one-time tier. It's a one-time tier of $50.
Have you ever had anybody stay on that tier just to support you?
No. I've had Matt. Matt did it twice, but that was for him and his daughter.
Oh, Matt is
But
such a
other,
badass.
yep.
Beast.
Wait,
And
what,
I enjoy
what
designing him and his daughter.
what issues are they going to be like showcasing in? What's going? When do we see their characters?
Their characters are available on
Patreon.
they're on Instagram. You can see them on Instagram. You can see them on Facebook too. I shared them to the top 2 Facebook page,
Nice.
and you can see them on
Oh, I can't go look at freaking Facebook because Fry will be mad at me.
Yep, I don't let him pull up Facebook because
My Facebook ain't like your Facebook, Fry.
mine is not good to pull up on a stream. So
I could show them to you now if you want me to.
that'd be
Hey,
great.
that would be awesome. I would love to see what that is fantastic.
While you're pulling that up, Rose on YouTube says, I used to do block posters, charcoal pictures. I just love looking at the pictures. Love on Instagram. Take a look at my Instagram page. We'll have to check that out on stream. Thanks, Rose. House Holber says, wish I could stay, but I gotta go, guys. I'll watch the rest later. Thanks for stopping by, House.
See, I
Link
did
says,
when she first posted it, man. You're way behind the times, Fry.
if you won't shut up.
Oh, not very
Matt
nice.
Lakeson on Facebook says, now Jared looks like Vanilla Ice. Love you, bro.
Oh, thank you, Matthew. I love Vanilla Ice. Dude,
Rose on YouTube says, don't you mean standalone comic? Yeah, he's talking about doing the trade paperback there.
oh, dude, check it out. Check it out. Yes.
Nice.
That looks so good.
That's cool. That's guaranteed what Matt wants to see on a shirt.
Oh my gosh, that looks so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, that looks so freaking cool, dude. That is so awesome. Oh my
I
hey.
like it too.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, that was fun.
He says, I'm going to switch my picture to that profile picture the month that comic comes out. I can't wait.
That is so
I don't think this dude has ever used an actual photo of himself for anything.
Wow.
For a year, Cardell, it was the Batman shadow. And I'm like,
But now it's that cartoon looking character of him, and I think that's a good freaking,
way
it's
cool.
Close. It's close.
Yeah, way cool. Rose Kirby on YouTube says, have to say bye for now. Hope to catch you sometime today. Best wishes, hugs. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose.
And Matt says, that's a physical issue that I want signed.
Oh yeah. So now when you put when people buy your Patreon, they do the $50 and they get a character created. Are those characters in and out? Like, are they somebody that comes in and then you kill them off?
No, or they'll generally be some type of important character. I got a lot of characters to draw. That goes without saying. How important your character is first come, first serve. So it's like if people started becoming $50 patrons now, then they would get like a lot of the most important spots and it would go down and down and down, according to, so yeah, it all depends on, but it's whether a character might get killed off or not.
Hey, as long as you kill me coolly, I don't care. Just so you know.
It's a possibility, but for the most part, if you pay to have a character made, you're going to have some type of a few badass scenes, if anything, before you do expire. But because I'm still putting the story together, I don't know. Because in real life, people die. You know what I'm saying?
No. I was just wondering if because sometimes what people will do is they'll have people come in, guest appearance, and then they'll kill that character off.
No, it's nothing like that.
This is more like you're kind of creating a character and you're ingraining it into the story. You're working it in the big picture. They'll be an important character in the story, without a doubt. That's freaking awesome. So Matthew asked, is it $50 per person? Like if me and my kids wanted to be in a comic together, would it be 50 or would it be 50 for each person? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Matt paid 50 per person. I believe it's 50 per person, is it not? Yeah.
It's
Matthew,
50 per person.
It's going to be 50. I believe you have like, what does he have? Like 2-3 kids. So
Like 17.
Pocket change, buddy. Whoa, 17. I was just joking.
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Dude. You're going to have to mortgage the house, bro.
But it'll be totally
He's a
worth
whole
it.
branch to himself.
Matt Russell on Facebook said, "Don't kill me off," in all caps. I'll tell you what. I will sub at the $50 point if you kill Matt's character off. I don't even need a character myself. I will pay 50 for you to kill his character, so he's got to pay another 50 to come back.
Oh,
golly.
That's cruel, Fry.
Another 50 to come back to life.
Would you do it? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't take the 50 from Fry to kill off Matt's character, then so Matt could pay you 50 to get back in?
$50, Cardell.
Dude, that's $100 right there. You got to think of how to,
Plus, you don't even have to do extra work.
I couldn't do that to Matt.
I could.
Hey, I don't blame Matt, dude. I'm sorry. Matt's character was super cool looking. Like,
yeah,
he looks like legit freaking. Yeah, I'm a little jelly.
Nice. See, my mom also she paid $50 for me to make a character of her.
Cool. Moms are amazing.
Really? Your mom is so cool. You tell her we think she's awesome.
You know what? Can you get her in there? Let's tell her right now.
Yeah, you bring her in, and we're going to say, "Hi, Mom.
Grab Mom.
You are awesome." Dude. Oh, hey, wait. We got to ask this question.
Matt Langston says, and is that a physical copy? He mentioned earlier, Matt, that he's
if he did the $50 Patreon, does that come with the physical copy of their character introduction?
What do you mean? Like
if somebody were to do the $50 Patreon option, do they get a physical copy?
Oh, of the designed character?
Either the character or I think he means a floppy.
That it first shows up. I would assume it's the first issue that shows up with his character in it. Would be my guess.
Would he get a physical copy of that issue?
Right, yeah. Because then he would want it signed, knowing Matthew. He would totally want it signed. He'd be like, where's the SIG? And Cardell has a cool SIG. I'm not going to lie.
That is pretty cool looking.
I already stole a comic of his with a SIG on it from everybody else. I'm sorry, Joe. I'll give it back someday. It's in the plastic.
Rolling back here while Cardell thinks about that. Jason on Facebook says the only issues I run into at cryptocomics.com is zooming in since I use my phone. You should actually be able to pinch to zoom without any problem or double tap to zoom. But if you can shoot me a message, let me know exactly what type of phone you have. I will personally make sure we get that working perfectly.
Well,
that's why we're in beta right now.
And that's a great point. I really want to hit on this. Thank you, Jason. So right now we are in beta. We're literally building this as we speak. Another reason why Cardell is such an awesome person, because he's working with us before we can actually make sales for him in relation to the marketplace. And so when anybody sees anything that doesn't work right or is confusing or it's just not supposed to be like that, please let us know, because right now is all about refining the experience for the user.
And just as important, if you find something that you really, really like, let us know. The reason I say that is that ensures that we keep it.
Yes.
We 100%. Are quickly changing things, and if we put something up and people aren't telling us that it's useful or handy and isn't getting used, then a lot of times we might end up cutting it away, thinking that it's not getting as much use. So let us know what you think about it, and let us know what devices you're using. And it's always good. Do we have Mom?
We've got a star. We have a star about to appear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cardell's mom.
Dun, dun, dun. You are a Patreon supporter. You are awesome, girl. You are awesome.
You
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
We would just like to thank you for making one of our favorite comics.
I'm doing good.
We just wanted to say thank you. Your son is tremendously talented making comic books. We think it is fantastic that you support him on Patreon. We are encouraging people to support him on Patreon, and we wanted to give a shout out to you, Mom, because Cardell is so talented, and you support him on Patreon, and you're just an awesome, awesome, awesome person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Y'all okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
See you, Mom.
That's it. From now on, we say hi to every mom. Every mom.
Dude, right?
Every
That
mom
is so awesome. Your mom is so cool.
Yeah.
Right.
You tell her she has a beautiful smile.
Yeah, I'll let
That
her
is
know.
awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. And that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Let's get in there if we can and support these creators on Patreon when they give us an avenue to make it so they can keep making these comics. I mean, that's what it is. Just
get in
help
there
them.
and support that woman's baby.
Yes. Yes. That's 100% accurate. That's 100% accurate.
Matt
Right?
Russell on Facebook says it would be worth it. I think he's talking about the $50 back and forth. And he
Really?
says, "Love Cardell."
Oh yeah, much love. Thank you.
He loves that you're not going to kill him off. Although, if his daughter assassinated him on accident, I'm not even joking. That would be such a killer plot twist. That would be such a killer
Do
plot
the
twist.
Lion King thing.
I'm
Have
just
her
putting-
push him off the edge of a cliff.
Oh, she can save him, but she doesn't. Oh, no, don't do that to his character. I'm just joking.
This is why Jared and I should not make a comic together. It's very messed up. So Matt Langston on Facebook says, "I will pay for me and Andy's comic, Jay and Lunchbox." Oh, that's cool. I'm down.
Dude, Matt's so
do
cool.
it.
Matthew is so cool.
Matt Langston said, "Where is the signature? LOL." And then Matt also says, "I've got issue 1 signed on my wall." And Jared's got issue 1 signed directly behind his head too.
I stole mine, but it's okay because Joe, he'll come and get it someday.
You know who doesn't have an issue 1 signed?
That would be Fry, probably.
Yeah.
You know why, Fry?
I could.
You gave
One
yours away.
honest person that
You
works in this
gave yours.
company.
That's not true. I asked Cardell. I said, Cardell, can
Okay, you know
Fry,
what?
Matt, and Joe have one? And he was like, "Are you serious? You freaking mooch!" And I was
You
like,
know,
"Yeah."
There was a little girl that didn't get a giveaway at the very end of that convention, and yes, I gave my comic to her. So
You're so freaking holier than
you
thou.
know that's what happened.
Oh.
You know, that's exactly what
That was
happened.
nice.
And then I was
Isn't
like,
it?
"Oh
He
no,
gets like
I didn't do it on
10,000
purpose.
macho
I'm gonna
points
be
for
clear.
that.
I didn't do that on purpose. I gave it to her, and then I turned around and I went, 'Oh, that was the last one.'"
Yeah, dude.
Nah.
I don't think he would have done it if he actually had known it was the last one.
I chased her down and tried to trade her for a T-shirt, but she
The
didn't.
road to hell is paved with good intention.
Dang.
But
Matt
no.
Langston on Facebook says, "Can I apply to work for Jared, the man, the myth, the legend?" Yes.
Oh, Langston, you are so good. That was so nice. Most people are like, "Who is this idiot?"
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Jared's awesome.
Thank you, Cardell.
Matt Russell on Facebook says, "I got to bounce, guys. I'll chat with y'all later." You should
All
do it.
right,
All right,
on.
man.
Hey, latest, Matt. I love your character, dude. I'm a little jelly. That character came out sick, dude. I even like it in the blue. You know, I
Yeah.
like that his outfit's in blue. It looks good. Like the way that you portrayed him, he almost looks like an old like mafia freaking hitman, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God. You want to know the funny thing?
what's up?
In his backstory, he used to be a gangster. That's
Yeah, dude.
yep.
That's great.
See, that's
That's
how
the
good of an
funny thing.
artist you are, man. Because you could just see with the way that he was like standing there, stuff.
Yeah.
You know, his daughter's like, "Yeah, don't touch me, my dad kick your butt." You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome, dude. So guys, if you want your own character, Matthew Langston, you're a bad A. I think Matthew, just for putting it out there that he's going to do that $50 Patreon, I think he should get a shirt. Fry. I mean,
I don't know. He just got a shirt, I think. I think
Really?
he just
When?
won. But I'll tell you what. Let's give him a chance. Let's do
All
another
right.
giveaway.
all right, I'm game. What
You
are
guys
you? Are you game, Cardell?
Yep.
All right. What are we gonna do, Fry? Tell us
Okay.
what we're gonna do.
Let's see here.
I'm ready.
Hmm.
Oh, we can't wait to work with you, Langston. We miss you, buddy. I wish there was cons because I know I'd be seeing you there.
Right?
Yeah, Matthews, Cardell, just so you know, Matthew is a bad A. He freaking he hooked up. I actually met him at FanX fall, or what was it? Yeah, I think it was FanX fall. And he was like, no, it was FanX spring. It was the first one because we had that alley. We got put on that back side of that wall, and all the big names were right on the other side of the wall.
Mhm.
So we were completely cut off from everybody. It was so ridiculous. And like Langston comes up, he's like, "Yeah, man, they've got this guy over here and this guy." And he's saying all these big names, and I'm just like, "What are you saying?" And Fry is like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta go!" And then they all fangirl together and run off. It was great fun.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
The guy's name was Tony Todd.
Oh, that's right. Well, he was one of them. There was another guy that inspired the stamp shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Not approved for the Comic Code Authority.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't remember.
The guy
It's been a
that
couple of years.
inspired that shirt.
Matt Langston in chat says, "Yep, it was this spring." So it was for spring.
Yep.
He also says he didn't win a shirt. I thought he did.
See, I knew he hadn't. He
has won shirts at conventions, though.
Oh my god!
So let's do this.
You're pulling that like a rabbit.
All right, Matt. All right, Matthew Langston's got a chance to win that shirt right now. Let's do this. Cardell, think of a trivia question that someone
Hold
would
up
have
a number behind your back. No.
So think of a trivia question that in order for someone to get, they would have to find the information somewhere on your top 2 site. Link is in chat.
Okay, what do they have to do to win the shirt while he's thinking about it? They have to find the answer to his question in the comics, in the marketplace. Top 2 comics. Are you ready, Matthew? Are you ready?
Do you want to do that or on his website? I was just going to do his website because he's got a really simple breakdown of all of his characters.
No, do the website if it's easier. Do whatever easier.
All right.
Let me think.
Oh, I know. I got a good question.
What is it?
What is the name of the counselor that's brought in to replace the informant that was murdered in the High Council of 5?
What is the name of the minister?
Yeah.
Who was brought in to replace the minister that was murdered?
Yep.
That's a good question.
That is a good question, isn't it? And the guy's name is pretty ironic, I thought.
Okay, chat. You guys got it. So hurry up. Start going through some comic books. If you guys can't figure it out based on Cardell's homepage, you can go to Crypto Comics. Find Cardell. It's at CSC2 _.
And we'll start giving hints in about a minute or 17. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, nobody knows.
I know. Well, I'm looking it up to make sure I know, but I know this. It's actually a pretty cool aspect. Is that in book 4?
He got killed. He got killed in book 3, I think. I think he got killed in book 3. So it's probably in book 4.
I think it's in book 4. Oh, look at that, people. You're lucky you're not competing with me. I would have won already. I would have taken the shirt home. Okay, question again was, who is the new minister that replaced the old minister of the council, the High Council of Corrupt Officials? And he comes in and scolds the lot of them. It was a very dramatic scene because they were like, you could tell they have never been talked to in that tone before.
Yeah.
He was like, you guys are idiots. I mean, he didn't say that, but I was paraphrasing. That was the gist. But it was an excellent aspect, something very, very important in the whole. I think, and the guy's name is pretty cool because you're like, oh, boss.
Look at Matt's like rushing through it. He's like, "Come on, t-shirt."
Yeah, he's never won a T-shirt before. I can't believe it. Langston always is backing us up. This is crazy. But I can tell you what, man, what a great T-shirt to get. Because Top Two is a fantastic comic, guys. I mean, I'm really telling you, I'm not a great comic. Like I haven't read a bazillion comics, but I love art and I love a good story that it, can pull you into it. And that's Top Two, man. Top Two is that kind of story. And Cardell Cole delivers. Oh, thank you. Are you kidding? I'm the lucky one sitting here with you, Cardell. Come on, man. You are a bad A all the way. Like I'm telling you, when you actually when you read through it, guys, Crypto Comics Nation, I'm talking to you guys right now. When you read through this comic, you're not going to believe that it's all done by one person. That's really honest thing about it. You're going to be like, the production level is really high, and you're like, oh man, whoa. And like Fry ain't joking, man. He literally called me a liar when I told him that Cardell did it all himself. I'm like, what?
That happened.
Yeah. And it was nothing more than the quality of the production of the issues. That's how good Top Two is. Compelling story, great artwork, a fast-moving plot where things are getting pulled in really, really quickly. The action scenes are fantastic, and the development of the characters are really good. I really like how people are drawn in and you're introduced to them, but there's not, it's not a big backstory yet. You're just getting introduced as you go along, and some more people are getting brought in, and they're important because they're getting titles and they're being shown in the structure of the branches. I have a question for you, Cardell. When it comes to the branch shields that you designed, where'd you get your inspiration for that? Those came out really cool.
Part of my inspiration came from Naruto.
I'm gonna smack you, Langston.
Wait, what?
He's wrong.
That was his answer?
No, that was his guess. He's guessing. He hasn't submitted his final answer. He knows what's good for him.
Oh yeah, and so in Naruto, each ninja clan, they all have their own insignias that they wear on their headbands. That was kind of somewhat of an inspiration because I wanted to have insignias for all the different guardian branches. And I'm like, well, if they're guardian branches, that means they're protectors, and that means they defend people. So I decided to make a shield insignia with different, and each branch is named after like a type of mythical creature, like Orthros.
The Reaper, the Valkyrie.
Orthros, Orthros is like the 3 or the 2-headed dog. That's the Orthros.
Okay.
We all know what a dragon is. We know Reaper, right. Valkyrie. They're all named after some type of mythical being or something like that.
Okay. So now are they actually? It says they're defenders, but are they kind of like militant?
T-shirt color is not it.
Say what? Man, I'm gonna smack Langston. So are they? So to be a defender is.
Let's give an additional hint for that shirt real quick. While you guys
give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna rephrase it. It's a group. You meet the group in book 1. At the very beginning of book 1, they're all talking to each other. They're all cynical or sinister, evil, rich people. They're the 4 ministers. They're jerks. They're jerk faces. We don't even like them. I was gonna swear, but I decided to keep it PG. So no, they're the 4 ministers. They're super evil. They suck. And then you meet them right off the bat. They're talking about the plans that are getting put in place in issue 1, and then I think it's by issue. I don't think it's 4. It might be 3. But they find out who the snitch is that's been giving information to Ko. And so they
Dude, I wish that when you got excited about comics and you start doing spoilers, I wish that you would just take your time and explain things the same way that you're doing right now, because everybody loves that. I'm just sitting here like, God, is he gonna stop? And he's just like in detail.
Yep,
I was giving
he
hints.
gets super excited.
I know, but
Spoiler alert. My bad. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that, y'all. Now nobody's gonna watch. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we know what this guy does. He's
We're
spoiler."
gonna be like,
Well,
oh, we don't want to watch
I
Jared. He's a
guarantee
spoiler
you-
guy.
I guarantee you, it's still an interesting read because those first 5 issues pretty much
Absolutely.
they open the door.
Yes.
They open the door for all the because it's going to get really interesting from here.
I promise, chat.
you know.
I promise I didn't let Jared get to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give one more hint. Okay.
Matt says, I have not read this yet, you jerk.
Well, I'm giving you one more hint.
You know what he's doing?
answer
I'm telling
is-
you right now. What he's doing is he's sitting there with multiple devices logged into Crypto Comics, and he's flipping pages, and he's like,
Okay.
"Oh,
Get
come
2
on!"
legs to do it.
But when
Okay,
he
I-
reads comics, that's the type of guy who he will just start reading, and then the whole rest of the world just domes over.
I got a
Okay.
different.
All right,
I got a
let's go.
different question. I got.
Oh, we're gonna change it up. Okay.
Wait,
let's
no,
change it
don't
up.
change it on him. He might be homing in on the
Because
answer.
it's like if the reason why that question might be difficult to answer is because if you haven't read it yet, then you got to jump around in different issues to try to find the answer, and it's
I was
like
gonna give him the name of the issue. I was gonna make it easy for him, but you know what? You're right. You come up with something easier. I'm game.
for this one, this answer can pretty much, and this is the hint. This answer can pretty much. Well, first off, let me ask Matthew. Matthew, are you okay with me changing the question?
Oh, good question. Good question. Yep. Yes, he is.
That was simple.
All
Yep.
right. This question, the answer can pretty much be found, and this is the hint in the beginning. It's a pretty vague hint, but it's something I just really think about it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Every story has a beginning.
Mhm.
So, what happened to Silvera's mother?
Oh.
What happened to Silvera's mother? Here's another hint. What happened to her caused the falling out between Cole and his father.
Oh, this one couldn't be easy, yo.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know this answer because this is on the damn website, isn't it?
It's
You
not
guys, sneaky sons of biscuits. You know
And
how
that one,
now I
like I
can't
said,
get
that one can be found in the beginning.
very beginning. All right, Langston. Matt, Fry, it's killing Fry. You can see he just wants.
Yeah,
he just wants to-
I'm having a
he just
difficult
wants
time
to
now.
Blurt it out. See,
I
it's
almost
hard
did.
here.
I
Oh my
almost did
gosh,
actually.
Fry, don't do it. Do
I
not
almost
get all
did.
freaking. Don't go brag on us. Don't go CEO on him. You don't want
He's
to
trembling.
on the
He's
CEO.
trembling, ladies and gentlemen. He is
Hold on to it.
trembling. And if he gives it out,
No,
then no
quick,
one.
hurry,
wins.
distract him.
Quick, hold up something shiny.
Flash it. Look at the light. Come on, Fry, catch it.
Oh man. We always have so much fun when you're on our streams, Cardell.
Yes, dude.
Seriously.
It's so good to have you back, man. Thanks
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
no problem. No
And
problem.
thanks for
I have
everything
fun
you do.
too.
You,
Yep, no
you've
problem.
always been super cool with us, and it's so nice. Like you've
Yeah.
participated in CouchCon in
Yep.
the spring with us, which was awesome, and that was so cool.
It was a lot of fun. Man, that panel was cool.
That panel was cool.
Yep.
I remember. Didn't you start walking around in that panel, Cardell? You just like started. You just
Yeah.
went on a
Yeah.
walk. Dude. I was
had-
like, is he
I had
walking
to-
around on our panel?
my tablet, because I have a Surface Pro 4, and there has been like issues with certain Surface Pro 4s. What happens is after a while, the screen starts to flicker. This is like
Ooh.
a lot of people have had this issue, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to send it back in and get a new one because it had already been past the 3-year time limit.
Oh.
So when I was on that day, it started flickering. So I had to get off, and then I got on my phone, and that's why I started walking around.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Fry was like, "Oh crap! Hey, Jared."
I'm like, what is he doing?
He's just walking around. I'm like, that lucky son of a biscuit. Oh, hey, I want to be walking around right now. That's awesome. He's like, wait, is it what? Wait. It was so great. I loved it. I thought it was cool. And he still stuck with the conversation too, which hats off to you.
Yeah.
I was like, dang man, he can go on a walk and talk. That's one of my favorites.
So I told you, this is what happens when Matthew starts reading a comic. A dome goes over him, and he's not going to get it because he's just going to get sucked into the comic. That's what he does.
Dude, look what he said. The best imagination, right? This story is so cool, Cardell. The way you draw people in, and I really got to give again props and my hats off to you in relation to how you leave the cliffhangers at the end of each book. I don't know how it's done in the website, but in the marketplace, dang, it's cool. Like it's really cool. It's like you took a course or something. Like you studied it in college or something. You really know how to leave it to where it's like, what? Wait, what? Oh, crap, we gotta go to the next book already?
Reading a lot of comic books and manga.
That's so cool.
Yep. That's how.
Okay,
well,
give us another
let's see. Yeah. We should probably wrap this up here soon, guys. He's got a mama waiting. And I don't want to keep mama waiting.
Wait, what?
I would say
waiting. She ain't waiting.
I would say that
mom.
the answer can be found in part 3. In the beginning.
Ooh, hold on. Part 3. Are you talking issue 3 or part 3?
Not issue 3, part 3.
Well, since we changed the question, I'm going to give out the answer to my question, which was DeMarcus Blackheart. What a badass name!
That was such a cool name. I know.
Dude, I
thought that
name.
I thought that one was going to get caught real fast.
This guy is probably just an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, that name says everything.
Right? And then he starts yelling at them all, and these are the powerhouses.
Yeah. He starts yelling at all of them.
Oh yeah, he's a bad A. He rules the roost. Blackheart. You got to make him have a deep voice. Blackheart.
Do the bawoosh thing again, Chuck.
The what? Bawoosh?
Do the bawoosh thing.
The bawoosh.
Okay. Matt Langston on Facebook says, I want to just pay you $50 for your work, my lord.
Langston! Oh my heck.
Well, let's do this, guys.
Thank you.
Cardell's mom is hanging out and waiting. So let's just do this.
Shirt.
Yeah, Matt, you've been trying. You win.
Forever, man.
You win.
Matt, the fact that Matt has been so much into this, I think he should just get a shirt anyways.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm
awesome.
Dude, yeah. Langston, you rule. You rule.
Matthew, just take your time and just read the comic book. You'll find the answer.
Yes, and
we won't do no more spoilers. Calm down,
Thank
Jared.
you.
Calm down.
It only takes 5
Calm down, Fry. Calm down.
Just review each one of his books and you get a shirt, Langston. Okay? Just review in the marketplace each one of his books, because I know you got an account. In the marketplace, you get a shirt. How's that? Is that cool? Is that a fair compromise? Do you guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough?
I think it's great. What do you think, Cardell?
Yeah.
So he'll go in, he'll read the 5 issues in the marketplace, he'll leave a review on each one. And
thanks, guys. I've gone into this amazing stories. He's not even listening to you anymore. And then he's like, yes, sir. He's just reading. All right, guys, well, let's wrap this up.
Dude, I could have got away with a lot right there. I should have asked Langston for a lot right there, man. I should have been like, hey, can I have your car? Yes, sir.
Yep, he was just like handed keys over. Like,
That's because the story draws
you would have
in.
got a call in like an hour and a half, and you'd be like, "Oh crap, he probably wants his car back." And when you answered, he'd be like, "Where's book 6?"
Dude, seriously, Cardell.
Where's
So
book 6?
what is the time frame? Before we go, I want to hit on a couple of things. I want to make sure everybody knows Cardell's website. I want to make sure everybody knows Cardell's Patreon. I want to make sure everybody knows that they can sign up and join into the marketplace through Cardell's profile page. But I also want to know from Cardell. There you are. Cardell, when is book 6 coming out? Because you kind of left me hanging with book 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
We're gonna need this answer.
I know, dude. I know.
I'm so impatient.
No pressure.
man.
Hey, no pressure. No pressure. If you could have it done by next week, no pressure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
it's difficult to get a
What's your
pinpoint
goal?
answer.
What's your goal? Like by the end of the year, by middle of next year, by...
Oh, no, wait, not that long.
oh, thank goodness. I was just putting the worst case scenarios out first.
It'll definitely be done this year. Before
Oh,
it'll most likely be done before December. It's just
really?
With work, I'm going to be doing some traveling soon, so
What? You get to travel? Are you going on vacation?
You could totally put that off until book 6 is out.
Oh yeah, right. I can't.
Wait, are you going on vacation?
But no.
Or are you traveling for work?
For work, yeah.
You can put that off, dude. That's work, man.
I'll still either way. I'll still be working on it even when I travel. So, I would say my goal is within the next couple of months. If I can get it done within the next month, that would be awesome.
Yes.
But my main goal will be within the next couple of months.
Well, I would definitely like to make sure if you get it out, especially if you get it out before any unmentioned conventions might be happening, we definitely should do something.
Alexa, just set a reminder to stalk Cardell Cole in 1 month.
Yes, nice, dude. What did she say? I love it.
She said, "Okay."
Oh, nice. Yes, fantastic. So yeah, because we definitely want to hook back up, Cardell. We want to have you back with us, freaking, and really get the word out for you, man. Because what you're doing, thank you so much, dude. Thank
no problem.
For doing what you do. Everybody, I just want to say, man, look, we're not a big company. We don't have a marketing budget. We're just trying to get the word out. So please help us by subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Share this content out. Let's help Cardell Cole get this message out. And the only way that's going to happen is if you, Crypto Comics Nation, will please share this video out and help Cardell start to build that fan base, because, man, I'm telling you, this story is so bad, just so awesome. It's well worth your time to go join the marketplace through his URL and check him out that way. Go to his website, check him out that way. Get on his Patreon, become a character in his story. I'm so jelly of Matt. I'm not even joking, Fry. I mean, that character is so cool, dude. And his daughter's character, like, they both look so like bad, just like, oh, ooh. I was like, oh,
they look cool, man. They look like they're... Oh, I'm jealous.
That's so cool, dude. So thank you, everybody out there in the CC Nation. Please help us get the word out, man, because this is how we're going to make a difference for the creators. This is what's going to make the difference.
And so thank you for being on here, Cardell.
Always
fun to have a stream with you, dude. We always look forward to this.
Yeah.
As soon as we see your name pop up, I was just like, yeah. This is gonna be awesome.
It's always fun.
Hey, hang out with us, Cardell, after the show.
Okay.
And then Fry, take us out of here, buddy.
All right. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, ring the little bell on YouTube if that's where you're at. Show you some love, and then thank you.
Share.
I just said share.
Share.
Most importantly, make sure if you're not on Crypto Comics yet, go use Cardell's link as provided below.
And join up.
Join up, man. It's free. Go check these books out. Leave some reviews. Let some people know if you like them. That way, when we flip the switch live, we can start making Cardell some money. That's what we really want.
And all those reviews are there to give him that leg up. So come on, everybody. Let's make it happen. Oh, yeah.
Blue One says, you got a chief. What's up, Blue One? Good to see you. Matthew Lakeson on Facebook says, shared all my comic pages, comic book sales. Got you, Cardell and Crypto. Thanks,
dude. Thank you, Langston. Oh, you're such an awesome.
He also, cool. I didn't see this one. Sorry. He also put, this is so freaking dope. My God, please keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
That's like the most aggressive fangirling I think I've ever seen.
Well, and dude, it's true though, man. It's true because
so
the thing is, like, there's people like me out there who can't read page upon page of words. I don't know what it is. It's my ADHD or whatever, but I have a hard time reading page upon page of words. Comic books are a really nice way for me to digest a story. I love the art, and I get into the art, and it almost keeps me distracted while I'm working through the words. And even then I'm like squinting, like, you know, so thank you. It's true what Langston is saying, you know, thank you for what you do, Cardell, for us, you know, for us adults that really like cartoons.
No problem.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good night. Take care of one another.
Woo!